All right, good morning and welcome in Teach and Style. Hello, thank you for coming. I hope you can stick around for today's fun. So my name is Robin. We are doing a style workshop today. So just to introduce myself real quickly first, I am the owner of Revamp Columbus here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm a personal stylist here in the city, and I style my clients all through sustainable fashion. So the inventory that you see today during the show, actually most of the things you're going to see in today's show come from my personal closet. But everything that you see in the tray, if you're on the Poshmark Inn, has been sourced specifically by me from local thrift stores, consignment shops, and clients who have really great taste who are doing like closet cleanses. I'll give them payouts for some of their items that will sell in Revamp's Posh Closet. So I do two things. I'm a personal stylist here in the city, but I style through sustainable fashion, and I do resale, all sustainable fashion. So all of it's pre-loved items or items that I find when I'm outsourcing. Today we are going to be focusing specifically on the workshop of the rule of 333. So basically an outfit formula you can consider when thinking about pieces from your wardrobe. But before we get started, I want to give you a little bit more information about myself and where you can find some services from Revamped and also some other things. So on revampcolumbus.com, you can find all of my personal styling services, and you can also find our newsletter, Sustainably Fashion. So if you go onto the website, it's just revampcolumbus.com, you can sign up for the newsletter. It goes out quarterly, and our next newsletter will come out this next week. So you can just sign up for that email, and you can also check out the newsletters that have already been posted for the year. So I encourage you to do that. Also, you can check out our other style workshops that have happened this year on YouTube. Just search Revamp Columbus and it should pop up. So there are several there. We have done tonal looks. We have done staples. We've done closet cleanses. And then our last one was based on proportion. So thinking about your body in regards to thirds. And then as soon as today's workshop is done, sometime this next week, I will be posting this one on Instagram as well. So if you don't have time to stay for the entire workshop, which is just going to be an hour, know that you can find it on YouTube as well. Okay. Again, my name is Robin. Welcome in. If you are a part of the workshop and during this next hour, so from 12 to 1, you can like anything in Revamp's inventory. So you can access all of Revamp's inventory in the Poshmark closet by clicking the handle at the top. If you like any item, I will run those items for you for 40% off. That is kind of like an exclusive thing for you being here today and you sticking around for after the show. I will have $5 starts on everything that's in the tray, and then I have all my unlisted items available as well. Always carry sizes extra small all the way to 3X and women's clothing, okay? I think that's it. So as you're listening to the workshop, I want you to consider things in your wardrobe, but if at any point you want to pop into Revamp's Posh Closet and like some items that you would like me to run for 40% off, I encourage you to do that, because it's only those people that like items from 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So you have 57 minutes. Okay, so today's style workshop is based on the rule. YouTube. Yep, just Revamp Columbus. Just search Revamp Columbus. You can also follow me on Instagram. So if you're here live on Instagram, welcome in. I usually focus mostly on Poshmark. So if you want to posh over to Poshmark, feel free to do that. I pull up Instagram Live, so you can maybe engage or at least follow along here. But most of my engagement will be through Poshmark. And I also put it on Instagram Live because it records it and I can just upload it straight to YouTube. So I will say that all my YouTube videos, none of them are edited. So you just get me full blown. Yeah. So thank you for being here, Teach and Style. I appreciate you. And please engage. So today's workshop is based on the rule of 333. I want to ask you first, and you can engage here on Instagram, and I'll try to follow along as well there. What are some of your favorite wardrobe staples? So when you think about a staple is dressier than a basic, and a staple is a little more subtle than like one of your statement pieces. Staples can also be considered key pieces. I consider all my staples to be items that I wear across all seasons and that I wear the most. So tell me, what is your favorite wardrobe staple? one of mine is this black maxi dress. Because I can wear it across every season. I can style it so many different ways. And it's just one of those items I feel very comfortable in, I feel very confident in, and it does reflect my personal style. So those are 3 rules that we always want to pay attention to when we're getting dressed each day and when we're adding or removing items from our closet. So you can jot those 3 things down. And that is something that I really focus on during my style sessions with my clients. Okay, so Teach and Style says a black dress, black pants, which is great because my black dress is one of my favorites, and I also have a pair of black pants that are a great staple in my wardrobe. Any other wardrobe staples? You might have like a favorite pair of jeans that you love to wear across all seasons. Maybe you have a favorite blazer that you like to layer with. I have a friend of mine who is a owner of a lash boutique in Northern Kentucky, and her and I have not talked about this yet, but I notice in most of her photo shoots that she does, she always wears this like really light pink blazer. So that is definitely one of her like wardrobe staples. She wears it all the time with so many different things. An elevated white t-shirt, yes, can be a great staple. Okay, so what I want you now, as I'm talking through this entire workshop, you might even put yourself in your wardrobe or near your wardrobe so you can start some of these exercises at home. Or have a notebook open and jot down some notes as we're going through this. My goal here today is just to give you a little, oh, Denai, thank you for popping in a white poplin shirt. Yes, especially like a white crisp button down is a great wardrobe staple. So many different ways you can style that, right? You can definitely take notes. My whole kind of goal in doing these workshops is just to give you some inspiration. I am not the expert of all things style, but I hope to just offer you like a little inspiration and maybe little things that you can do within your own wardrobe to make it a little bit easier getting dressed each day, okay? You can also pull up your notes on your phone. That's a good way to keep track of some of the things like aha moments or things that you want to take away from today. So remember staples in your wardrobe, and that's mostly what we're going to be focusing on today, are those items that you wear all the time across all seasons. They're dressier than basics and a little bit more subtle than like your statement pieces. Everybody's staples may range a little bit depending on your own personal style. So some people's staples might be a little bit dressier than others. Some people's key pieces may be less subtle than others. So my key pieces I consider to be less subtle than some other like personal styles that I see. Just because I like to keep my personal style pretty simple because I like getting dressed to be very easy. I also don't like to wear a lot of different things because layering for me and wearing too many things at once makes me feel uncomfortable. So everybody's personal style is very different. My job is not to tell you what your personal style is. My job is to help you discover your personal style and help you dress using the items that you have. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. So think about, we're going to start today. I'm going to remove these 2 items. All the items that you're going to see today in the workshop are items from my personal closet. Okay, we are only going to be working with 9 pieces. These 9 pieces are going to create 27 different outfits. So we're thinking only about our wardrobe staples. Okay, you don't necessarily want to pull like a statement piece in right now because statement pieces are made for certain occasions, right? You usually don't wear them all the time, and you can't mix and match them with a lot of different things, and that's what today's goal is. So I'm going to start with 3 bottoms in my personal wardrobe. Now I'm not saying that these are the 3 bottoms that you should have. I just want you to think about the 3 bottoms, or you can consider, doesn't have to be pants, it can be shorts, it can be skirts, and it can even be a dress or dresses. Okay, just think of 3. So I'm going to work with 2 pairs of pants. So I have a pair of black chinos. These are a high-rise wide leg and they're cropped. I'm also going to work with a pair of cropped high-rise button fly light wash denim. And I'm going to work with my white midi skirt, like a pencil style skirt. So these are going to be the 3 bottoms that I work with. Go ahead and maybe look in your wardrobe or write down the 3 bottoms or dresses or even skirts. You might have 1 dress, 1 pair of pants, and a skirt as your 3 bottoms. Let me give you a moment to do that. What are your 3? Would anybody like to share? What are your 3 pieces. So while you're sharing here, again, I have a white midi skirt. It's a denim midi skirt by Gap, high rise. I have a pair of Gap crop jeans that have a raw hem. They're just a straight leg, but they're button fly. And they're light wash. And then I have a pair of Everlane cropped black chinos that are also high rise. These are my 3 bottoms that I'm going to start with. So remember, we're working with the rule of 3-3-3. We're going to create 27 different outfits using just 9 pieces. So what is that? It's like 3 squared or something. What is that called when you do like the power of 3? Okay, now I want you to think of 3 tops. So remember, these are staples, pieces that you can wear across all seasons. What are 3 tops that you feel like are go-to tops that can be paired with many different things from your wardrobe? I'll give you a minute to either jot those down, look in your closet, pull those out. I'll show you mine. Again, if you're popping in, hi Monique, if you're popping in, you will get 40% off any item that you like in Revamp's inventory, but you have to like it between now and 1. So think about that. If there's anything you've kept an eye on in Revamp's Posh Closet, make sure you like it. That way, when we're finished with the show, I can pull those items out and we'll run them for 40% off for you for being here today. Okay, my 3 tops are, and if you've been to my workshops before, my 3 tops are this denim button down. I'll talk more about what button down this is. Now you'll notice that my sleeve, when I have a long sleeve, or even if I have a short sleeve, I cut off long sleeves so I can tuck them in and be comfortable. If it's a short sleeve, I just tuck it in too. So if you notice that, that's why that's there. And a little bit of background on myself. When I was a child, I had bone cancer and my arm was amputated. So a lot of people wonder that and they don't ask. So just go ahead and put that out there. I tend not to talk a lot about it. Not that I'm not open to it, but I'm just here for styling aspects. But I know that that's probably a question that you might have. So there you go. So I have this button down denim top. I always encourage you to have, this is a great wardrobe staple. This is one of my go-to tanks that I wear all the time. And I'm going to consider this more of a staple than it is a basic for me because it's ribbed and I wear it all the time and I pair it with so many different things. It ends up being just the top. Like it's not one of those pieces that I want to cover up necessarily or just wear for basic reasons. I can, but I consider it more of a staple piece for me. My black one like this and my white one like this might be more basics. But this one is one of my favorite colors. It's a mauve. It's like a muted mauve color. Okay? So I have a button down, I have a tank, and then I have a short sleeve. These are all staples. Now, do I have more options that I can choose from? Sure. I have so many different things I could be using. But for today's workshop, we're just going to be focusing on 3 bottoms, 3 tops, and then 3 layering pieces. So another top that I have is this cute little striped, it's like a lightweight sweater. Okay, so those are my 3 tops that I'm going to use as part of my outfit formulas. Anybody want to share their 3? What are your 3 tops? So I know somebody said that a white poplin top is like their go-to. That is a great wardrobe staple and a great piece for this exercise. An elevated white t-shirt. So what would make an elevated white t-shirt? I would say like if it were V-neck, if it were a little bit more structured, if it had seams, a ribbed tank top with lots of color. I love that, lots of colors. Yes, that's what this is for me. Like I have this in so many colors. Another one of the favorite colors that I have is like a maroon. Teaching style, I think we might have similar style here. If you are not necessarily using like bottoms and tops, if you have a dress, like this is one of my favorite dresses. It's just a tank ribbed maxi dress. It has a nice long slit in the side. I can style it so many different ways and it's super comfortable. So that might be one of your staples as well. Okay, now for today's purposes, we are going to be focusing on layering pieces only because we are not that far away from fall. We got to start thinking about what items do we have in our wardrobe and what items do we need to add to our wardrobe for the new season coming up. Now, if you don't want to think about layering right now, that's perfectly fine. You can also consider 3 pairs of shoes and or 3 pairs of accessories. You can also think about all those things, but we're just trying to focus on 3 of each. So I'm gonna let you choose. Okay, yes, maybe a ruffled sleeve for a white t-shirt. Oh yes, like if it has like a little puff sleeve, that would be really cute. If it has some kind of like seams in it, it's a little bit more structured. that would definitely make an elevated tee. I love that. Yeah, so and it really depends on your personal style because everybody's staples might vary, right? Somebody's basic might be more of a staple for them, or somebody's key piece might be more of a staple for someone else, just depending on your own personal style. All right, so we're gonna focus on layering pieces. You can pick shoes or accessories as another 3 if you're not ready for layering. So my 3 layering pieces, I have to tell you something cute about this one. This is a little denim jacket that I got at a vintage store in Asheville. And it's a women's and men's vintage store. But this one's by Kate and Jack. So it's a kid's vest. It fits me just like an extra small. It's so cute. So just a little denim vest as a layering piece. I also have this black cardigan. So again, you'll see that I've cut and tucked in the sleeve. That's for my own comfort. I do alterations to some of my clothing to make it fit better. This one is actually a full button down. I'm gonna button it up because there are different ways you can style a cardigan that buttons down. Do you have plus size 1? Skirts or tops or dresses? I do, Linda. We are going to do our live show after the workshop, so starting at 1, so in about 45 minutes. If you want to take a look in Revamp's Posh Closet, that's all the inventory that I have. Skirts, tops, or dresses. Okay, so I do have a couple of, I have a 3X in my unlisted inventory, so it's not going to be in Revamp's Posh Closet, but we can pull it out once we do our live selling show. And then I do have a really pretty torrid dress in a size 2 in my inventory. If you like it now during the show, Linda, I will pull it out and I'll run it for 40% off for you. But for the next 45 minutes, we're going to do our style workshop. Thank you for asking. I hope you can stick around. And this is my live show listing for anyone that's interested. You can like that listing there to be notified when I go live in the future. Mostly live shows. I do my style workshops on the last Thursday of every month. I do want to show for some of you that might be interested in just being notified of these particular shows, I create a listing for my style workshop. So if you like this listing, every time I do a style workshop, I will pull up this listing and you'll be notified. Okay? Thank you for coming in and welcome. My name is Robin, by the way. All right, so we're going to get back to it. And I have a 3rd layering piece. Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, I like that torrid dress, so I can run it for you, even if you don't know if it'll fit or not, right? We'll talk all about it, and I'll run it for 40% off, and maybe someone else can grab it if you're not necessarily ready to make that commitment. All right, my other great layering piece is this light pink blazer. So just like my friend who lives in Northern Kentucky, I love this light pink blazer because I can wear it with so many different things on them. Maybe you have a black blazer, maybe you have a gray blazer. Blazers are a really good layering piece and a great item for this rule of 333. All right, anybody want to tell me if you are doing layering pieces, or maybe you're doing shoes instead or accessories instead? So maybe you're doing belts and earrings and necklaces, or maybe you're doing loafers and sneakers and pointed toe flats. What is going to be your next set of 3? Can you tell me some of the things that you're thinking about in your own wardrobe? All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put these items back just for a moment, and we're just going to start with one piece. We're going to start with my black cropped wide leg high rise chinos from Everlane. These are amazing. If you don't own anything from Everlane, you need to try one piece out. I love their V-neck long sleeve bodysuits. They're gorgeous. They are they're lined or double lined, and they have almost like the feeling of shapewear without too much like compression, and they just like fit you so nicely. So check those out anyways. But I do love Everlane. I actually found these at a local consignment shop. If you're here in Columbus, Ohio, you have to check out one more time consignment shop. They have a clearance rack. So not only are you getting a thrifted item, but you can also check out their clearance and get extra discounts. I'm lucky enough because I'm small, and usually they have like a lot of extra small sizes left. And so I got these for like $4. Everlane high rise wide leg little chino. That's going to be one of my first pieces that I'm going to start with. And I'm going to show you the different ways that I can style it with tops, okay? And you can keep track of all the different outfits that we do. So, of course, one way to style it would be just to pair it with this denim button down. Now, this one's from J. Crew, and it's more of that Western style, so it has like the pearl snaps on it. It also has the Western style stitching on the back. There are several different ways that you can wear this denim top with the pants. Okay, so this is just like considered one outfit. Of course, you're going to pair some kind of shoes with them. Maybe a little loafer, pointed toe flat, or even a sneaker. You could also transition these pants and this entire outfit into the fall and winter and wear it with little combat boots or little Chelsea boots. So I have a cute pair of black combat boots that I wear with these, and then you only see like this much of my leg. It is adorable look. Okay, so you could do a full tuck and of course add a belt. You could also do a little French tuck in the front of the pants, right, to show off whatever belt you pair it with. You could wear it completely open and wear like a fitted white V-neck or scoop neck tee underneath for a different styling option. You could, of course, cuff the sleeve or leave them long. You could wear it all the way buttoned up to the top, or you could partially unbutton it. So there's so many different styling options for just this top with the pants, okay? So that's one easy outfit. Another easy outfit is to pair it with this rib tank. So, of course, a full tuck. You could also do a French tuck. I would probably pair it with this colored belt, like this camel belt, and then wear a pair of shoes that are similar in color. You could top some jewelry with it, just an easy, simple look. Or, of course, you can top it with a little striped tee or little lightweight sweater. Now, again, I love these cropped wide leg pants because you can wear them across all seasons. You can wear them with a tank and sandals, which is what I would do now. You could wear them with a little short sleeve fitted striped sweater and loafers. You could also wear it with that denim top and combat boots. So think about how many different ways you could wear this. Okay, you could also take a layering piece. So, okay, we have this outfit, right? And all the other outfits I showed. Oh, you know what? My mom is going through something very similar, Teach and Style. I have, what size are you? I have the cutest pair of Cole Haan. They're like a sneaker, but they look like an elevated sneaker. They're loafers in a way. They're like a slip-on sneaker. They're black and they're real sleek. Size 10. I think they're size, oh no, I think they're size 8.5. But something like that would work really nicely. I love a sneaker look. Get something, okay, so I'm assuming that, do you have to have like a ton of support, or do you just need to wear some kind of sneaker? So could you do like a low profile black or white sneaker? Just keep them real simple, so you're not drawing a lot of attention to your foot. Inserting your shoes. Okay, so my suggestion would be to go with a solid color, black or white, or you could even do like a gray. Try to keep it low profile, which means not a lot on the top part of the shoe. I want to show you these. Real quickly. I know they're not your size, but if you look for something in this style, these are Cole Haan. You could probably find them in your size, but look at them. So Cole Haan is known for, making really nice boots and shoes, heels. But these are like a mesh slip-on, but they kind of look like loafers. Aren't they so nice? These are an 8.5. And they're in my closet. I don't think they're in my closet yet, actually. I took pictures of them, but I don't know if I posted them. But these are 8.5. But you could go for something like this. Would be really cute for work. And I know that you're on your feet a lot. A low profile white sneaker. I'm trying to think of some brands. I'm going to think of some brands for you to check out. Okay. I have to check on that. Can you ask me, Linda, would you mind asking me after the workshop? We'll definitely take a look at those because I think they're going to be an unlisted item, which means you're going to be getting a great deal because they haven't been listed yet. So, but I have to look at, see what I paid for them. I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, so now let's layer this. So this would be good for like fall, maybe even going into winter, because you could top it with this little cardigan, a little black cardigan. I would leave this completely open, and I would do a full tuck on the sweater and wear a cute little belt with it. Maybe even this color belt or a black belt. You could also top it with a little denim jacket just to kind of break up the striped pattern to it, right? And I would probably wear the vest unbuttoned as well with a full tuck. Echo, turn it down one. A little loud with that jazz music. It's so funny because I usually listen to some kind of playlist, but YouTube doesn't like that. And it says, hey, you cannot use this song. So again, I don't do editing, but I do have to have them edit the song out. So I was like, I'm going to avoid that and just listen to instrumental today. Okay, yeah. Or stick around and maybe get some tips on how to dress really easy using this rule of 333. Yeah, please come back if not. You could also top it with a blazer. You could top it with a black blazer. This little pink blazer would look really cute. With the pink blazer, what I would probably do is pair it with like a little gold chain that kind of V's, just to bring a little bit more interest here in at the neckline. But how cute would that be, right? Wear it open, do a full tuck on the top into the high-waisted. Okay, so are you guys counting how many different looks we have so far? All right. You could also do the tank with the little vest. Would be adorable. You could do the tank with the cardigan. And I would definitely belt that with a full tuck. And you can do the tank with the pink blazer. So if you weren't here for my tonal looks workshop, you'll have to go onto YouTube. Go to Revamp Columbus on YouTube and watch the tonal workshop. It talks about using the same color, just different shades through your whole outfit. It's such an easy way to look super sleek with like barely any effort. But if we could find like a little pink bottom to go with these, that would be a tonal look. But I love that lighter pink with that dark pink. So, so cute. And of course we have our denim. So this one's a little bit trickier. You could definitely top the denim with a little black cardigan. You would do a full tuck. You could even roll up the sleeve of the denim over top of the sweater. Would be adorable. You could do a blazer over top of the denim, for sure. I would wear it a little bit more unbuttoned, so you could pull over the collar over top of the blazer a little bit. I don't know that I would wear the denim vest over the denim. Maybe we could try that. But the denim vest works with definitely the two other tops. All right, let's try real quickly. I'm going to show you this denim top with a different bottom now. So now we're going to be focusing on the white midi skirt. And again, this is just inspiration. I am not telling you that you need these items in your closet. I'm just giving you inspiration based on the staples that you already have. So just try to think a little bit outside the box from what I'm showing you and make it work with the things that are already in your wardrobe, okay? This is one of my favorite outfits to wear, and I get a ton of compliments on it. So pairing a little like chambray or a denim button down with a midi skirt, tuck it fully in. I love this one actually with this cameled color belt and a little pair of like wedged sandals is a really adorable look. Of course, doing a full tuck makes it a little bit more dressy. And then adding a belt to define that waistline. Okay, so we have that. And again, you could top that with the little cardigan just to have more layering pieces. Wear it instead with wedges. Maybe wear it with a little black ankle boot to pull the blacks together. You could do, of course, the skirt with a little ribbed mauve tank. Same kind of idea. Now this one, you could potentially top it with the denim button down and leave it completely unbuttoned and just tie it in the front. So you would see the pink tank underneath and then you would define your waist with the knot in the front. That's a good way to layer that. But you could also top it with the cardigan. I love that color palette there. I would probably do a full tuck with that cardigan completely open. You could wear the little denim vest over it. I'm gonna have to try this one. I love this one. Maybe for my next show next Tuesday, I'll wear this whole outfit here. I love that. And then of course you could top it with the blazer. So give it a little bit more dressy of a look. I would probably do a full tuck, leave it unbuttoned so you can see that defined waist And then I'm trying to think of what color belt. Camel belt with a little pair of like nude pointed toe flats would be very cute with this. Okay, look at all these different outfits that we are creating. Now let's try the denim skirt with the little striped sweater. Oh my gosh, how stinking cute is that? I don't know that I would do a full tuck. I might leave it out and then belt it on the top. So cinch in the waist here on the top of the shirt. So the shirt is kind of hanging over the top of the waistline of the skirt would be really, really cute. I'm wearing, I have a cute little pair of pointed toe flats that I got at Goodwill. Look how cute these are. There's a little sling back, but that would look adorable with that outfit. Oh, maybe I'll wear that on Wednesday. I'll wear the same skirt just twice in different ways. You could top this one, of course, with the little denim vest. You could top it with the blazer. Oh my gosh, so many different looks. You could also top it with this cardigan. And for the cardigan, I might wear the cardigan closed. That would be an option for wearing it secured with the buttons. Though I've been showing it a lot, or thinking about it a lot with it open. Okay, and then, oh, we did the denim, we did the little tank, and then we did the striped. Okay, we're on, what time is it? We're gonna be moving through these pretty quickly. What kind of inspiration are you having at home? What are some things that you're thinking about when it comes to your own wardrobe? How many blazers do you have, Teach in Style, and do you wear them teaching? You probably gain mad respect when you wear your blazers at work. I really just have the one pink one. I do have a really cute cropped like tan one. I don't wear as often though because it has a shoulder pad, and the shoulder pad like kind of sticks out, and I'm not a fan of that. Okay, let's go with the denim bottom. Now these are a high-rise cropped. I actually cropped them myself. They have a raw hem and a button fly. I love button fly. There's just something about it, the way it looks changes a little bit, just enough to give it a little bit more interest. Yeah, I know we talked about that. Yeah. Mine does throughout the month, so you have to have clothes that are flexible, right? Like right now I couldn't wear these jeans. I know that. It's so funny and so kind of it's interesting for sure. Okay, so these are straight leg, cropped, high-rise, button fly pair of light wash denim from Gap. Not that the brand matters at all. We're gonna start by doing a Canadian tuxedo. So denim on denim. Anybody out there do denim on denim? All right, so, and it always makes me think of Super Mario Brothers when you're underground, denim. I don't know if anybody's heard that joke. I love this Canadian tuxedo look or the denim on denim look. It kind of goes back to that tonal look. So when you use the same color in just different shades, that's what we're creating here. You could define the waist with a little camel or black colored belt and then match your shoes to go with the belt that you're wearing. Add some cute accessories like a little dangle earring would be adorable. You could wear this tied in a knot or completely tucked. You could also wear it completely open with a fitted black or white tank underneath. And I would go with maybe like a scoop neck or a V-neck just to kind of create a little bit of dimension in what you're wearing. You could wear it with a little easy tank and sneakers. Super easy look there. Oh, you know what? We'll come back to the tops. And you could also dress it up a little bit by wearing it with, this would look really cute together and with a little pair of loafers. Would be a really adorable look, and you can wear some chunky gold jewelry. So take this, layer it with the denim jacket or the little denim vest. So we're doing, we have 9 pieces and we're creating 27 outfits. You could top it with a cardigan and wear a little like low profile white sneaker. So cute, right, sweetie? Thank you for popping in. We have about 25 minutes of our style workshop left, and I'm kind of zooming through some things. So I'm thinking maybe we could use some pieces from Revamp's inventory and kind of talk about how they can be used as part of this formula. And to recap, for those that are just popping in, you could also layer it with this denim piece to break up that stripe pattern there. This is hilarious. This is the second time I've heard this. And I don't really even know what Geranimals are. So I am doing, okay, I'll take a quick little pause and then we'll kind of go back through like the exercise that we're doing. So if you have not already checked out revampcolumbus.com, please visit it at like sometime later. But I offer personal styling services because I'm a personal stylist, but I've also created a personal styling course, and I'm developing it online, but I have already created it in like PDFs, so you can print out the PDFs and go through the workshop or go through the course. So I have a cohort of 8 ladies who are doing it now, and we're doing it kind of together as a group, and we have discussion group prompts every other week. And in one of the prompts, one of the younger participants, I want to say she's probably like early 30s, referenced Geranimals. So teach and style, isn't that hilarious? You too? Okay, so Sweet Eve, what we are focusing on specifically today is just the rule of 333. Not necessarily a capsule wardrobe, because I don't want to pressure anybody into like being minimalistic or anything like that. It's just, you can use almost anything that you have in your wardrobe and think about this formula. So we are considering 9 of our most favorite basics. We've pulled 3 bottoms, which you can consider like dresses as part of that too. 3 tops, and then 3 layering pieces. Now, if you don't want to consider layering pieces just yet, you could also just do like 3 pairs of shoes or 3 accessories. You could also add all of those if you wanted to make what you're talking about, your capsule wardrobe. But that's our focus today. So what I'm doing is I'm just showing pieces from my own wardrobe to kind of go through the exercise with everyone, in hopes that you're just inspired a little bit to do this kind of work in your own wardrobe. Thank you for saying hi, and thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Oh, you're on Instagram. I just made that connection. Sorry, it took me a minute. Did you pop into Instagram first and you're like, she's not paying attention to me? Let me see if I can go into Poshmark. I know when I do these shows, it's just more focused on Poshmark because that's where most of my audience is. Okay, so you could do this as like your third like layering piece option for the striped top. Let me get my brain back to what we were working on. We didn't do, oh yeah, we did. Okay, so you could do the blazer over top of this look, kind of like a French girl look in a way. Wear it with loafers. Wouldn't that be adorable? Geranimals. I have to look up Geranimals. Am I saying it correctly, Teach and Style? Okay, we have gone through all of our outfits. How many do you think we were able to make? We should have been able to make 27 if you think about, it's not 3 squared. What is it? Is it 3 squared? I can't remember. But it should end up being about 27. Let me see if I can pull some pieces from Revamp's inventory and we can kind of do the same look. So in my inventory, I try to carry staple pieces. So pieces that you can mix and match in your current wardrobe. But I also love to carry anything with a little bit of femininity and a little bit of an edge. I carry sizes extra, extra small all the way to 3X. And I'm trying to think, I carry like across all season wear. Oh, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. It's good to connect this way, both on Instagram and here. All right, so let's look at some dark denim. We have not looked at dark denim yet. So let's say that one of your staple pieces is dark denim instead of a light denim. These are just a like slim leg high rise. These have more of a vintage kind of feel to them because of the gold threading. If anybody's interested, they are part of the inventory. They're size 8 short, and they're the Wow straight high rise. So Old Navy is considering these a straight leg. I think they're more of a slim leg. They're not quite skinny, but they're not quite straight either. So let's pair them with some of the pieces that I had in my wardrobe because you could do the same thing. So you could take out the black chinos, or you could take out the little white midi skirt and replace it with these dark denim because it's a totally different look. Could you pair it with this lighter button down? For sure. I actually like this better. You could also pair it with the fitted rib tank, right? You could pair it with the little striped sweater. All of those work, right? So we have just 9 pieces and we're making 27 different outfits. You could also, let's top it with the striped little sweater, and you can top that with a little denim vest. You could also top it with the blazer. Oh my gosh, that's a real classy look. You could also top it with the black cardigan. Okay, so I picked 3 layering pieces, 3 bottoms, and then I picked 3 tops. So let's do the tank again. Now, because the button down is a little bit more substantial, this could be your layering piece. So you could do those 3 together. You could also do the little vest. I love the vest with the dark denim. Be really, really cute. And you could do the blazer. Have more of a tonal look on top. Oh, excuse me. You could also do, you could also do the black cardigan. I would add some jewelry to this and maybe belt it and leave the cardigan open. I might even cuff the bottom of the jeans and wear a little cute loafer with them, or a little pointed toe flat to show a little bit of ankle. Let's try it with the denim here. So you could do the denim, you could do a full tuck, you could tie it in a knot at the waistline. You could wear it completely open and wear a little fitted tank underneath. I would say like a white V-neck or a scoop neck. You could also wear the little mauve tank. You could potentially top this piece. Now this is where my personal style comes into play when it comes to layering. If I tried to layer this over this button down, it would be too much for me because it would shift too much and it would feel like I have too many clothes on. Now I could pair this cardigan with the tank and be fine, but with this one it would be a little bit different for me. But you could do a full tuck, leave the cardigan completely open, wear a really cute belt. You can even do like a patterned belt, and then a cute little I'm trying to think, you could even do like a little sneaker with that possibly. And then let's see if a blazer would work with this. I'm not a huge fan of the blazer with the denim with the snaps. Now, if it were just a button down, like a traditional button down, I think that would work better. The snaps kind of give it a Western style feel, and I don't know that that works really well with a blazer. But if you take out the snaps and you just think of like a chambray denim long sleeve, I think that would work really nicely. All right, let's see if we have another item in Revamp's inventory here. So these are just some items that are in today's show that are running for $5. If you're checking in the tray, once the show starts in about 15 minutes, we're gonna run everything in the tray for $5. And I also have a collection of unlisted items that we can look at to add to your bundles or to just like take a peek out in general. And then if you like anything in Revamp's Posh Closet during this workshop, so you have 15 minutes, I will run it for 40% off for you. But you have to like it between now and 1 o'clock if you haven't already. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna point this out. So Sweet Eve said, if you had a denim skirt like that. Okay, so I do have a white denim skirt that we looked at earlier. This is one of my 3 bottoms. And remove the sleeves. Are you saying remove the sleeves of this? The cardigan would be cute. Oh, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because of the color breakup, right? Okay. That would be really cute. Those 3 together would be adorable. I'm trying to think too. I guess you could have like a little denim tank, right? They make those. I haven't seen one in a really long time, but they do make them. Or you could remove the sleeve yourself. Are you a seamstress? Do you like to sew? I like to do it. I'm not good at it. But that's a really cute option. One of my favorite outfits is wearing this fully tucked and then wearing this belt with it. And then I have little shoes to match the belt. It's an adorable little look. But I thought, what did I say I was going to wear next week? I'm trying to remember. I think it was the mauve. Oh yeah, I think it was these three. I think I'm going to wear this for Tuesday's live show. So if you want to catch me next week, we have some really fun shows next week. Click the 3 dots there on the left and you can save my upcoming shows for next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Let me see if I have something else in Revamp's inventory here that we can pull out and use as a staple. Okay, here's something different to consider. So these are similar, like it's a similar kind of idea of wearing the black wide leg chinos, but these are a black pinstripe straight leg, and they're more of a work pant. So they're a little bit dressier, but could you pair it with more casual items? Certainly. So let's replace my black chinos with these instead. Let me show you the pinstripe on these. So these are Banana Republic size 10 petite. I believe they're part of the $5 tray. These have a lower rise to them. I'm not a fan of a low or mid rise on myself. I like a high rise, but to each its own. Oh, love that. I don't see a lot of my size in your closet or in the tray. Do you have additional items on the rack? I do have some unlisted items. Let me take a peek here. I can see everything that I have. I think you might have seen them. Did you come to last week's show? Because I didn't really add much. Because I haven't been sourcing. I busted my budget. But you know what? Tomorrow is a new month, so I get to go sourcing again, which is really fun. So Sweet Eve has a Poshmark closet. If you don't already follow Sweet Eve, please give her a follow. And it looks like they are going to change their business and sell their wardrobe creations. So do you upcycle? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I love that. Yeah, okay. I might have a couple new items, but I don't think too much. But still stick around. And I will shop for you. Your size goes like crazy. I need to make sure I'm keeping an eye out for your size. Okay, so let's try these pinstripe. Maybe this will be our last one, and then we'll kind of wrap things up and start our live show. All right, so we have the pinstripe pants. How about the mauve little tank, and then topping it with the blazer? That would be more of like a work outfit. Be really cute. A little pinstripe pant. You could also, I really love the pinstripe with this. So the pinstripes are vertical, but you can wear this horizontal little sweater. Look at the two together. Wouldn't that be so cute together? Oh my gosh. I like the term refashion, but yes, upcycling, so cool. So tell us, give us an idea, Sweet E, what kind of things would you refashion? Give us like an example or two, so we know what we would be in for. And then of course you could top this with the cardigan. You could top it with the little denim jacket. It would be adorable. And then of course the blazer for more of a work kind of outfit. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute together. Let's try the little pinstripe instead. So I just replaced the pinstripe for the black chinos. So just a little different option. Definitely you could do the denim. Trying to think. Yeah, I really struggle with layering the denim. Only because I would not be comfortable, so it's even hard for me to like go past that. But you could definitely pair it with the denim there. All right, so we did two bottoms. Let me see if I have a top that we can use and replace one of my tops. So maybe we can try to replace the denim top with something here. Oh, I don't really have much in my inventory. How about, okay, we're gonna have to look a little past the size here, but there are times when I carry like unisex pieces that would go either way. So this is a man's button down or a men's button down, and it's a size small, so it would fit a women's. It's pink and it has these cute little like threaded dots on it. I like the longer length, but you could definitely do a full tuck. I have it in Revamp's inventory with a knot in the front as the like photo or the listing picture. So think about that. Okay, so you have a pink button down instead of like that denim button down. You could definitely pair it with a high rise chinos with a full tuck. It would be so cute. You could do the denim probably going to be, oh, you know what? I think the white is going to be my favorite. You can pair it with the denim very easily. You can also do it with a white little denim skirt. Oh my gosh, and belt it. I do too. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind, teaching style. You could layer it with the black cardigan. Might be a little tricky because of the size, but think about having it in your size. So how about that, and then the white skirt together. So just think about having like a pink button down. Let me put those two together. You can't even see the skirt because of the size of the top. So those three together would be a really cute look if you did a full tuck with the button down and then topped it with the blazer. Let's see what the pink looks like over the pink. Not quite the right shade of pinks for layering it with this particular blazer. Maybe I would do white instead. I do have a black button down that would look really cute styled that way. So you could do, if that were part of my formula of my 3, 3, and 3, you could do the black button down with the blazer and the white denim. A black button down is a really great wardrobe staple. Okay, do we have any questions about the formula that we chatted about? I'm gonna pull out the outfit that I'm gonna wear next week for Tuesday's live show. Any questions? I love high rise. Okay, great. What are you in the market for, Teach and Style? What kind of high rise? I feel like I wrote some of your things down. Let me see where I put that info. Maybe I took a picture of it. I think I might have taken a picture of it and then threw the Post-it note away. That way when I'm outsourcing, I can check. I do. And if I do find something with a lot of print, I tend to cover it up or layer it to break up the pattern. What about you? Do you like a lot of print? That's my personal style. Again, as a personal stylist, my perspective and my goal is not to tell you what to wear. It's to tell you how to wear it and help you feel good doing it. Oh, interesting. So you are drawn toward a lot of pattern, but you don't necessarily like wearing it. That is a good notice if you're not wearing it. But consider breaking it up by putting like a little like one of your little blazers over top of it. Maybe you can find a vest to kind of break up the pattern a little bit. Does the pattern have a lot of color, or is it more like stripes and animal prints? I can give you more information about my Discovering Your Personal Style course. And it helps you narrow down your unique aesthetics so you're not purchasing things that you won't wear. So you're paying for the course up front, but in the long run, it's going to pay off so much because you're not going to be wasting your money on things you know you're not going to wear. Lots of color and floral. I'm trying to get away from it. I love it. And you know what? Different phases of our life and our lifestyles change over years. Definitely kind of help dictate our style for sure. For sure. Okay, take a look in the Revamp Splash Closet. You have 7 minutes to like anything to get it for 40% off when we start our live show in 7 minutes. And it honestly makes it really easy to get dressed. And then you can add your own little flair. So maybe you do have like more of a classic look, but you get a cute little scarf that has like a floral print to it and color to it. And that's your little like tweak, right? Okay, I'm going to kind of wrap things up. We're going to kind of go over today's workshop focus, and then we are going to move into our live show. You are, okay, so we'll try to raid you, Sweet Eve. Sweet Eve 41, Sweet Eve 41, Sweet Eve 41. Just have to say it out loud. So today what we focused on was the rule of 3-3-3. So taking 3 wardrobe staples that are bottoms or dresses, 3 tops, and we did 3 layering pieces, so you could think of 3 pairs of shoes or 3 accessories. So altogether you have 9 pieces from your wardrobe that you can mix and match and end up making 27 outfits. You want to try to do this using your staples, so I encourage you to look in your closet for your staples. Your staples are those pieces that you wear all the time and can be worn across all seasons in many different ways. I will also tell you this, when you shop in the future for your staple pieces should be the ones that get the most attention when it comes to looking at durability, like how long the item will last and how much you spend on those items. You should be spending your most on staples because you're going to wear them the most, and they should last the longest. Remember, your staples are dressier than your basics, and your statement pieces are dressier than your staples. So most of your wardrobe should consist of your staples. I hope that helps. Hi, Morgan. It's okay. I'm kind of doing a recap of it. So today we chose 3 tops, we chose 3 bottoms, and we chose 3 layering pieces, and we made 27 outfits using those 3. Just 9 pieces alone. You can consider doing that in your own wardrobe. Take risk, have fun with it. There's no strict rules to it. It's just an idea. Hopefully some inspiration for you in your own wardrobe. If you don't already follow me here on Poshmark, give me a follow or follow my live show updates. That way you can be notified of when we go live in the future. I always go live on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and on the last Thursday of every month is when I do my style workshop. I created a listing for that so you can like this listing, and then you'll be notified of when I go live on that last Thursday so you won't miss out. I might pull this up occasionally during my live shows just to let people know that I do this, but know that it's always going to be the last Thursday of every month at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9. Just 9. Do you want me to show them to you real quickly? We have a couple of minutes as I'm wrapping up. Also, give me a follow on Instagram, and then please visit revampcolumbus.com, and you can check out my styling services, and you can sign up for Sustainably Fashioned, which is Sustainably Styled, which is our newsletter that comes out quarterly, and the new one will come out in the next week. But there are a few in there already that you can check out if you want to be more sustainable in your fashion. So Morgan, these are the 3 pieces that I chose for today's workshop, and these are from my personal closet. So my white denim skirt, my high-rise straight leg jeans, and then my black high-rise crop chinos. Those were my 3 bottoms. My 3 tops were this little striped lightweight sweater, this little ribbed tee. These are all staples in my wardrobe. And this denim button down. And then I chose to do layering pieces only because we will be transitioning into fall soon. So I chose this cardigan. But you can also think about shoes and accessories as part of the other 3 sets, or 3 in the set. I also chose this pink blazer, and I chose this denim vest. That was just for my personal wardrobe. I feel like I could do this a few more times with 9 different items. So I feel like I could do this maybe 2 more times and not repeat any outfit. So fun. Okay. Real quickly, you have 3 minutes to like anything in Revamp's Posh Closet for me to run for 40% off. That's exclusive to you for coming to the show. So do that now. Even if you don't intend on buying it, I will still run it. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, you have to follow Bluebird Closet, Morgan here. Follow her on Poshmark. She has great live shows, but also follow her on Instagram. Looks like she does some similar things. How to travel light. I love it. I've learned in my older age how to travel light. Oh, okay. That's good. So that like that transition you don't have teaching style. Hey, you're the one that got that cute little scarf with the crabs on it and the lobsters, right? That's a great thing. So you can be very classic everywhere else and then just add the little scarf. That's so sweet. I was trying to remember what you ended up purchasing. Gosh, it goes by so quickly, like all the different live shows and what. Oh, you didn't. No, I was talking the teaching style, sorry. All right, there are a couple other things that I wanted to chat about before we head out and do our live show. Check me out on YouTube. This particular workshop will be posted on YouTube with all my other workshops that I've already done this year. I do not edit those videos. So you get just full blown what you see here is what you'll see there. And then also check me out on Instagram too. So good. I love it. I love it. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining. Let's go ahead and do our live show. You have 1 minute to like anything in Revamp's Posh Closet for 40% off. If it's after 1 o'clock, it's not going to happen. So do that now and we'll go ahead and get started. If you're on Instagram, thank you for popping in, and hopefully you'll stop by next time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this one.